Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Sheriff's Garage. Today, the word of the day is legendary. I have brought you my own 2022 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off-Road Premium. Since 1984, Toyota has started building this sports utility vehicle. And at the time, it was based on a Toyota Hilux, a pickup truck that Toyota made a contract with the RV company, Winnebago, and they built some sort of a cabin for the back portion of the pickup truck. And after several years, Toyota decided to go on its own and build up the actual SUV of the 4Runner. This is the fifth generation of Toyota 4Runner in a TRD package, and obviously it's a magnificent off-roading vehicle. It's a very sufficient utility vehicle for all-day usage, extremely roomy, very comfortable, and as I mentioned, a legendary engine that for those who are engine code nuts, this is a 1GR FE engine that I will show you in a while, and we'll talk about the details of this vehicle. And as I mentioned, this engine is absolutely legendary because of its longevity, and people who have this vehicle, even from many years ago, they have 200, 300, 500,000 miles on the vehicle with still no mechanical issue, just because how wonderful this engine is on this platform. It's a unibody on a chassis, so it's just like a pickup truck, but with more room, with more safety, and a lot of gadgets that are necessary for today's safety standards. Before we move to the next segment, I want to make sure to thank every single subscriber who has been so nice and committed to subscribe to this channel and made it possible for me to come this far, even though it's only been a couple of months. But your support, your subscription helps me to be motivated and create more content for you guys. And as a car nut or car enthusiast, it is a pleasure to do this. And I want to thank and appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you so much, and let's move on to the next segment. So I'm going to open up the hood for you guys and show you this legendary engine that we're talking about, and it's actually a beautiful engine. Let me open the hood. And one cool thing about it, this new models, they have hood struts. That's awesome. Ooh. Ah. This is the 1GR FE V6 engine. Produces 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. It's not a humongous numbers by today's standard, but just like the term that they say, if it's not broken, why fix it? This platform has been in production for so many years across all the world, actually. Middle East, Europe, America, Africa, safari cars, a lot of Toyota FJ Cruisers, and if I'm not mistaken, Toyota Tacomas have the same engine and platform. One thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, this SUV is built in Japan in Lexus manufacture by experienced Toyota mechanics. So one of the reasons that it's a really long-lasting vehicle for so many years is as a result of that accuracy and precision built in Lexus manufacturing line. So we're gonna go take a look at the trunk space right now and see how much room is there. It's pretty roomy. It's got a couple of gadgets in there as well. So let's go ahead and do that. By the way, do you guys like my new license plate? It's not an actual license plate, which I really like the design for it. Anyways, let's open the trunk door. The opening part is right under the sign with two hydraulic struts. As you see, it's a very roomy trunk space. These seats actually fold down 40-40-20, and there will be plenty of space in between and for larger objects to carry. One cool feature that this car has, it's got a 120 volt charging station back here, which we have been using it today to charge our drone batteries, and it's been working perfectly fine. It also has a 12 volts. So I usually carry a fire extinguisher in all my cars as a safety precaution, not only for my own car, but as a good Samaritan in case if you see someone in need on the road. It's always nice to help them out and take care of the fire for the safety of others as well. This car comes with the Toyota First Aid Kit that is back there. It comes with this tray, which is nicely done and has a couple of grooves and edges on the sides in case if there is something wet, it doesn't get to the carpeting and the base of the vehicle. This area as well, if you look at this section of the car, the jack stand and the tools for changing the flat tire is right here. Very nicely placed in this area out of view. One thing that I want to say about this car that I wish Toyota would have done it, and I don't know why it becomes something like an option, and it only costs about maybe $99 to $100. It's not a super expensive part for this car. Is the rear covering part that goes into these two grooves right there and comes and gets hooked around here. Those essentially rolling covers, that's whatever you put here is not going to be visible from the rear window. One other thing that I wish Toyota did for this platform, the rear trunk hatch or door is very heavy. Again, it goes back to the testament of how sturdy this car is. But for the heaviness of this trunk lid, I wish they had a closing automatic button on it, and they don't. But not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. But I wish they had it. It would have made it a lot more, convenient for closing. You have the handle to pull down. You also have two areas down on each side, which you can just lower it with ease and close it. A very good feature that Toyota 4Runner has had for many years, and they haven't stopped it or changed it, is this rear window that rolls down. And I think it's such a wonderful feature. A lot of times we use this car as a camera car for our YouTube production, and my videographer sits back here, and he's he has told me he's very comfortable when he sits back here and videos the rolling car or drone shots that we provide for you guys. It also has a closing feature, which if you hold it, the window will roll up, and you don't have to be inside the vehicle in order to lower it, which there is a key on the dashboard cluster to lower it by the gear lever, and it's very convenient to lower it even for getting some nice fresh air in the morning or at night, especially here in Arizona where for the rest of the day it's way too hot. So guys, I'm going to show you the rear seats and how spacious it is. It's pretty nice actually. So as you see, there is plenty of room. I'm 5'9", and I have about, I would say, 5 inches up high. So it's pretty good, pretty comfortable. So we are here in the interior, and before we die, allow me to turn on the car. I can feel the heat on my face. It's just okay. There's a keyless entry for this premium models, and here is a push button. And there are several good features on this car. First of all, it doesn't look anything like the Tesla that I reviewed for you guys. This car is meant to be a utility vehicle, and again, when it goes back to when it's not broken, why fix it? This platform, this design, this style of the dashboard has been in production for so many years, and it works really, really well. Um, they have increased the size of the screen here in the middle, and they've gone with the piano black sides on the side of the monitor, and that has given it a look of a larger size screen, which I believe is wonderful. And we have a fly in the car. This guy is taking a break from heat as well. But anyways, on the steering wheel, which is a nice size, it's not as girty as like BMWs or other cars. It's a very nice size steering wheel. We have the telephone pickup and end call. We have modes to change the mode of the audio that you're listening to. We also have it in this method on this side. If you want to go from, let's say, your iPhone to a flash drive music insert, or just a flash drive, you can go ahead and switch with these volume knobs. Cruise control is back here. Simple, just like any car. The wiper blade and light, and a very simple dashboard. And one beautiful thing about this cluster is the fact that it still is analog, and it has the dials, and the numbers are large enough to be visible. This car is not a fast car by any mean, but again, it works really well. When you drive this car, you feel like you're not in a rush, and it's an extremely comfortable vehicle. And when you go to aftermarket productions, you can do like Fox shocks and struts for this car, and it gives it a better off-roady feeling to drive. The tires that come with this car are just for regular road. They're soft tires, 17-inch rims. They have a lot of meat on the tires, and the sidewall is large enough for very comfortable ride. But if you want to go for off-roading, which is a beautiful thing about this utility vehicle, that is capable to do. Um, you just need to maybe change it to all-terrain tires and different setup to have a better experience in off-road. Up here we have the modes for, and if you want to go into the mountains, your low, medium, and high speed are here. You have the again different modes of where you're driving in the snow, slippery road, sand or desert, traction control, A-track, and also the differential lockup, which is right here. And we also have the extra off-roading gears, the uh, low and high gears down here to change for the time of need. So I want to say that this car is extremely comfortable to drive. Very pleasant experience. It's a quiet car, and you're sitting up high, and it's a very good thing about this car. You have a good control of where you're driving, and even though, as you guys know by watching my channel, I'm a BMW biased, and I love the way BMWs drive for their sporty way of driving. But the softness of driving a Toyota, especially up high, and the way that you're confident that it's going to go anywhere you want at any moment you want, gives you such a confidence that is not comparable to anything else. Again, I want to thank you all for watching this video, and thank you again for subscribing and allowing us to do what we passionately love to do for you guys. We enjoy cars. We enjoy doing these videos for you guys. We're gonna bring you more content in the very near future as well. We have several cars lined up again, and hopefully the Arizona heat allows us to perform the videography, as our cameras and equipment overheat many times during the photo shoots and videography. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you, and have a wonderful day, and until next time.